So what channel as a kid did you watch the most?
I didn't have an exact one. It was, let's see. I don't remember the exact channels. It's whatever was free. I watched a lot of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. And if I woke up in the middle of the night, George Lopez was on. I watched that.
Sounds like Nick at Night.
Was it Nick at Night?
I think it was Nick at Night.
It was something like that.
I think both of those were Nick at Night.
But there was one channel, not even at nighttime. It just played all just 80s and 90s shows. I can't remember the name of it.
I don't remember that either.
But cartoon-wise, I was really into Regular Show.
Yeah, that was a good one, dude. I really liked that one. What a
I liked that
stupid
one a lot.
show.
That was crazy. Like,
But it was fun.
to a certain extent, a lot of people they liked it a lot because it's quote unquote everyday stuff. Just two slacker teenagers just doing random stuff. But every time I think about that show, I just think of the one episode where Rigby can't make a 3-point and he says basketball sucks, and then the moon turns into a basketball and some basketball guy comes out and goes, I'm gonna teach you how to play basketball or the world's gonna explode.
Wow. I think I have to say this is my favorite episode. It was the drum solo episode where
Of
he's got to
course, with
play the
Benson.
impossible drum solo or whatever.
Can you do that?
I don't know. I haven't listened to it in a while.
What?
I
It was the
probably could.
cage. It was one with the giant cage. He was playing I'm not doubting you. I think you're a fantastic drummer. I think that's humanly impossible.
I'd have to listen to it again. I don't
Okay.
remember because there's a lot of things like even in the last 20 years, something impossible 20 years ago, like a gravity blast. If you tried to explain a gravity blast to someone in the 80s, more than likely they'd laugh at you. But now it's like basically in modern metal, you either need to do it or you're not a good drummer.
Yeah.
So
What's another good one? Drake and Josh was fantastic.
I don't think I ever saw a single episode.
I was such a huge fan of Drake and Josh. And surprisingly, okay, here's another one. Even when I was younger, surprisingly, me and my brothers were into the show Zoe 101.
Oh, yeah. Those,
Even though that doesn't fit on the type of people who we were.
yeah.
Like, it doesn't fit, like, on our, I don't know, just the way we think or stuff we're into. That doesn't
Sure,
fit it, but
sure.
somehow it did.
Sounds like a lot of Nickelodeon in your house because I think every one of those shows you mentioned are Nickelodeon, except regular show. That was Cartoon Network.
I did watch a bit of, it was a lot of Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network.
Yeah.
In my teenage years, early teenagers, like 12, 13, 14, I
Sure.
watched a lot of Adventure Time.
Yeah, I remember when the show came out, my parents watched 10 minutes of an episode with me and were like, you're not watching that. Because he like said his parents were idiots or something. And my parents were like, you're not watching that. I was like, okay, fair enough. Like, you're the boss.
What were
But-
some of your favorite shows?
I wasn't allowed to watch very much. Basically, any show that was for kids that was live action was a no-go. I think they didn't like Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. But
Such
they
a good
didn't
show.
ban us from it, so that was the one I gravitated towards. Probably the all-time favorite, and my parents actually really liked this show, was Phineas and Ferb.
That was a good one.
That was a classic. I should say that at that time, it was my all-time favorite. Has got to be the old SpongeBob episodes. They're just so stupid. It's
the 90s and early 2000 ones?
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah. So much of my humor is based around stupid jokes from early season SpongeBob.
What about Big Time Rush?
I couldn't watch it. Basically, anything on Nickelodeon was a no.
There was no action, though.
It wasn't always action. Sometimes it was like, well, if you a show like that never appealed to me for whatever reason. Like, I don't know if I think a lot of shows my parents wouldn't let us watch, and a lot they discouraged. So I should say like that. I don't know if it was necessarily we couldn't watch that one, but yeah, basically any live action show, especially for my kids' channel, was just gone. So pretty much the only thing on Nickelodeon we were good to watch. And I was like 13 or 14 when they finally allowed SpongeBob. And then, because they never really liked Fairly Odd Parents, I did like that one.
That was a good one.
What else was on there?
I was just there was one that me and my brothers kind of used to argue over that I liked. They thought it was kind of dumb. Was the show Mad?
Oh, bro, that show, did you like it?
I loved that
Bro,
show.
that show was such a good show.
Wait, were you allowed to watch that?
Somehow, yes. Somehow my parents
That makes
gave me the
no
pass
sense.
on that one. I don't know.
That had the most brain rot. Like, and that had tons of action, drugs. Like,
Yeah, it was
that
so
makes no
funny.
sense. It's the same as Robot Chicken. I loved Robot
Oh,
Chicken.
I wasn't allowed to watch that.
How were you able to watch Robot Chicken?
Anything
No, sorry,
on,
you were able to watch
anything on
Mad.
Adult Swim was a no-go, except for like King of the Hill at some point was okay. I got a King of the Hill pass because my dad liked that one. No, I think I was like 13 or 14 when Mad came out, so I was kind of at that age where they're like, relax, a little more relaxed on stuff. But no, dude, that was my favorite for years.
Dude, I love Mad.
What was your favorite one?
I can't remember a single episode. I just remember the logo and like bits and pieces of it. I remember I was maybe like 8, 9 watching that.
That's so funny, dude. I think that an episode came out where it was Toy Story in the world of Rudolph and the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Yeah.
And like Woody shot at somebody from the Rudolph world, and he's like bantering back and forth. And Woody's like, "What do you mean I'm not a real cowboy?" And the guy's like, "You fired 6 shots and missed all of them. That ain't normal, sweetheart." And I don't know why. It was like one of the funniest things I've ever seen in a cartoon.
I haven't thought about Mad in probably like 10 years.
I haven't either. I forgot about it.
That just popped in my head.
Oh,
What else is
the
there?
best one was the Kung Fu Panda one.
On Mad?
Yeah.
What happened? I don't remember that.
It was Kung Fu Panda 2, and the prophecy said that a hero black and white would defeat the evil guy, and Poe was like, "I don't have to watch the whole movie to figure out what that means. It's me." And then he gets zapped by lightning or something, and in the end, it's the spy versus spy are the heroes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The Spy and Spy. Those were my favorite side like episodes.
Dude, that was my favorite.
There's just Salt and Pepper or whatever it was. Oh, it was
Yeah.
S and yeah. One was like S and one was P, right? Or was it both
Something
S and
like
S?
that.
Spy and Spy. Because I remember
I
one
don't
was
know.
white, one was all white, one was all black.
Yeah. Dude, what a banger of a show. So I have a list actually.
Okay.
So we can go one by one through these and discuss. Some of these I do not remember. So I did 98 to 2008. I was born in 99. So you'll probably... Oh, bro, I'm already seeing some bangers on here. So number 1 that came up was SpongeBob SquarePants.
Of course, banger.
The classic. And
Yeah.
this isn't in any order. I went on ChatGPT. I'll read exactly what I put. I said, give me a list of the 50 most popular children's-oriented cartoons that came out between 1998 and 2008. We want cartoons like SpongeBob SquarePants, Fairly OddParents, and Phineas and Ferb, not educational cartoons like Mickey Mouse Clubhouse or anything from Playhouse Disney, Disney Jr., or Nick Jr. Mostly cartoons from Disney Channel, Cartoon Network, and Nickelodeon with a few others. So here we go. Here's the 50. SpongeBob SquarePants, number 1, 1999, Nickelodeon. Number 2, Fairly OddParents, 2001, Nickelodeon.
Banger.
Number 3, Phineas and Ferb, 2007, Disney Channel. I didn't realize
Banger.
it came out that late. I thought it was
Wait,
earlier than
what
that.
year?
2007. They started doing episodes.
Really? I feel like I was a lot younger watching Phineas and Ferb.
Well, if you were 2002,
1.
you would have been like 6.
Yeah, but I feel like it came out at that point where it came out for a solid minute, maybe like 6 to 7 or 6 to 8. I thought Danville was a real place. And then one time in the car, I remember I asked my mom, I was like, "Hey, Mom, you think one day we can take a trip to Danville?" And my twin brother was in the front passenger seat. He was like, "He's being stupid, Mom. It's a cartoon." Like he knew and I didn't. I don't know.
Is there okay. I know that place is fake. Is there a Danville? There's got to be a Danville. Oh, you know what? There's a Danville, California. How crazy is that?
Is it really?
Yeah. Danville, California.
I should send it to him.
43,000 people. It's comparable. It's like 2/3 of Great Falls. Actually, it's like 4/5 of Great Falls. Danville, California. It's right in the... Oh, it's very close to the metropolitan area of San Francisco. That's Danville. That's San Fran. It's like between Walnut Creek and Pleasanton.
So it's pretty close to
East of San Fran.
yeah, it's pretty close to about an hour and a half drive from where I was.
Wow.
And I never heard of it. That's crazy.
Well, there's so many little towns in that area.
So many.
Because those are all just different towns, and those all have probably between 30 and 100,000 people.
Mm-hmm.
So that looks like one of the smaller ones too. Like if you go just a little north to Walnut Creek, 70,000. Okay, anyway, I digress here. Where'd my list go? Number 4, Powerpuff Girls, 1998 Cartoon Network. You ever
No.
watch that one?
Well, I've seen bits and pieces of episode, but I wouldn't sit down and watch an episode.
Yeah, that one never appealed to me.
I just thought of a good banger. I had this on VHS.
What?
I'm not. It's a movie, so I know you don't watch a lot of movies.
Yeah, go ahead.
Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
I did never watch that one.
That movie is such a banger. I'm not sure if this is the first time they did it, but I believe it is. It was Looney Tunes met live action. So it's like it had the
Cartoon with live action.
Yeah, cartoon but it was Looney Tune characters with live action people.
With Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Have you ever seen Back to the Future? Doc is the bad guy in it.
Kind of sounds like Space Jam.
Space Jam, it's kind of similar to Space Jam, but Who Framed Roger Rabbit came out before Space Jam.
I thought Space Jam was the first one. Like the first mixed live action cartoon.
I'll look it up.
I believe you, but I was under the impression it was Space Jam was
I
the
could be
first
wrong.
one. While you looked that up, number 5, Ed, Edd and Eddy, 1999, Cartoon Network.
Such a banger.
I think I watched one episode and I was like 15, and it was so confusing to me.
Who Framed Roger Rabbit came out in 1988.
Holy moly!
And it's such...
So it was before Space Jam. The Space Jam was 90s. I never watched that one either.
So this doesn't look familiar?
I've heard of the movie.
It's the poster.
I've heard of the movie. Like...
If there was one movie, like if we had to do a compromise and do a movie that I had to watch that you liked, like Star Wars, and I had to pick a movie that I liked, it would be that movie.
Okay.
It's such a good movie. And I think you would enjoy it.
I don't think you would enjoy Revenge of the Sith.
No, just no.
I'm more convinced that I would enjoy that than you would enjoy Revenge of the Sith.
Probably. That's okay.
Did you ever watch Samurai Jack? 2001 Cartoon Network.
I gotta look that up. That sounds so familiar.
I can see him in my head. I never watched one episode.
Oh, I know what it is, kind of. There was this one... Okay, so I got 2 shows in my head.
Yeah.
There's one, it was kind of around the same time as Samurai Jack. It was this little short kid that wore all white. He wanted to be a stuntman.
Oh, that's Kick Buttowski.
Yes.
That one I remember.
That's such a good one.
Because that was when... That was a channel where it was like... Earlier in the day, it was Toon Disney, and it'd show like Tailspin, older Disney stuff, Goof Troop, Tailspin, Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers, and then it turned into like Jetix, I think is what it was called, and it would be Static Shock was one, The New Adventures of Jackie Chan.
I don't know those.
I think that's what that was. I think it was Jackie Chan something was the cartoon, and it was like newer cartoons, and then that became... What the heck did that channel become? Something... now I want to look it up.
Okay, the other one I had wasn't a cartoon, but it was a kids show. I don't remember the name. Actually, I just had another one pop in my head after this. It was 2 bros, skateboarders.
Zeke and Luther.
Is that what it's called?
Not a cartoon.
Not a cartoon.
Live action. Zeke
Yes.
and Luther. And one's an idiot.
They're both idiots, but one's
They're
more,
both idiots,
the
but
blonde
one's way
one's
worse.
like really dumb.
Zeke and Luther, bro.
I love that show
It was
so
on
much.
the channel. I'm trying to find out what channel it is.
I love that show. There was another one that said that was King of the Islands or something like that. King Islands. It's King of the Islands.
Those were on Disney XD.
Yes, Disney XD
I actually forgot
was
about
my
Disney
favorite
XD.
channel to watch.
It was a banger for a while. Like, truthfully, that was where they started doing... What did they have on there? Zeke and Luther was introduced on there. Kick Buttowski, Kid versus Cat.
Kicking It,
Oh, that was the
Karate Show.
I don't think I ever watched that one very much.
It was such a good show.
I think right when I was like entering high school is when this became big. So I was only into it for like 6 months to a year.
Really?
I just don't remember a lot of the shows.
I feel like you maybe just watched it late because I watched it. You were 2 years older than me, and I was way younger watching those shows.
Well, when did this say it changed? Oh, 2009. So that was way before high school for me.
Yeah, I think you just started watching it late.
No, I remember when it happened because I actually used to like Toon Disney and Jetix. Jetix was probably my favorite because it had like action adventure cartoons that were more oriented towards older kids.
Have you seen the Let's Be Kings one? Not the Let's Be Kings, but the King of the Islands.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about.
That was a great show.
It was with The guy he was on Sweet Life on Deck for like a season or two, and then he left. Pair
Yeah.
of Kings.
Pair of Kings. Thank you. Yes. He played one of the characters played Miley Cyrus's friend on Hannah Montana.
The short guy?
White guy.
Or his brother?
No, that wasn't the brother.
Jason Earls.
It wasn't the brother that played on Hannah Montana. It was Miley Cyrus's friend. And the other one, he was on. It was a chubby, short, black kid. I don't remember what he was on. Did that sound mean?
Either. No, it's
I didn't mean
funny.
to be mean.
No, it's not mean. If it's true, why? Hold on.
I'm looking up
the
names.
JetX shows. Dragon Booster, Battle B Damon, PXG, Digimon Data Squad. I don't remember any of these.
Those don't sound familiar. Those might be after our time. 6
Power Rangers, either shows or just Bobby's World, Bad Dog, Button Nose.
Dude, the 90s Power Rangers were, when I was like 4 and 5, I loved Power Rangers.
I don't know any of these shows. JetX was like, I don't remember a single episode. I don't remember any of these. There's not one in there I recognize. Toon Disney, maybe I'll recognize some of these. I remember there was a show on there called Static Shock.
That doesn't sound familiar.
That was an awesome show. Why is there no, I should have put this in. Now I don't know. Let's get through this list before we get sidetracked. Justice League, this was the 2001 Cartoon Network version. There's been several iterations of the show.
I wasn't a big fan of any of the cartoon superheroes.
I wasn't either.
Like Batman, Flash, Superman. When they made those cartoon, wasn't a fan. All the live action ones, huge fan of.
There was one in the 90s. This would have been before this list that came out mid-90s. I want to say Batman the Animated Series.
Didn't watch it. Okay, I didn't like them.
That one holds up to this day as one of the best cartoons ever made. And Batman is like just the perfect mix of brutal and dark and just, but then he knows just when to have mercy and grace, and I don't know, they just nailed it.
I don't know why a lot of people are gonna come at me for this. I can't get behind Batman.
Oh really?
I can't get behind him. I'm not a fan of any of the movies, or don't like the cartoons.
Which movies did you see?
I've seen like 4. I don't remember any of the names. I've seen like 4 of them. Didn't like any of them.
I liked Batman Begins, The Dark Knight, and The Dark Knight Rises was kind of lame. Batman Begins, I think, is the first in that trilogy where I think it's Scarecrow. I like that one. Anyway.
The only one I somewhat still wasn't a fan of, was Batman versus Superman. And that one just made me mad.
That was so boring.
No, what made me mad is that Superman shouldn't have lost.
Dude, exactly. He's standing over him and he says the name and he's like, "What'd you just say?" And it was like, he should have crushed his head.
Yeah, Superman can literally break through his armor and grab his heart. He had so many chances to just win or knock him out, but he was pulling his punches.
I hated that movie. I remember watching that in the theaters, and it's like 45 minutes before one fight ever happens. What a stupid movie.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't know. The last half hour of that movie's all fighting.
Teen Titans, 2003, Cartoon Network. Yeah, the last half of the movie's all fighting.
Yeah. Teen Titans.
Never watched.
Well, which one? Like
the
90s?
Original, not the new ones.
Not the 90s? Oh, is the 90s?
No, 2003 is the one. Not Teen Titans Go. That's the one that.
That's the cartoon one?
The recent one.
Okay.
This other one was a cartoon, but it was more
like anime.
Older kid animated.
Yeah. That one was all right. What about Ben 10?
It's on here. Okay, this is going to make or break our friendship. All right?
Which is a lot. Dude, we disagree on a lot of stuff.
Your opinion is going to be a big deal here. Codename Kids Next. Codename Kids
Yes!
Next Door. Okay, word.
Yes!
That show was so good.
Dude, I
one of the best
love
ones.
That show.
One of the best
so
ones.
much. I forgot about the ones in the treehouse, right?
Yeah.
Loved that show.
That show rocked. I always wanted to be in that universe.
If you hate that show...
No.
I had to say it.
Yeah, dude, that is one of the best cartoons of all time. Just the lore involved, I don't know, man. I don't know what it was about that show. That show was just good.
It was so great. Again, how were you able to watch that? It had action.
I was absolutely not allowed to watch that as a kid. It was on Netflix like 5 years ago, and I binge watched the whole show, and I have no regrets. I would do it again if it was still on Netflix.
It's not on Netflix?
Maybe it is. At one point it was. I don't know if it is now.
Let me see.
Back when Netflix started, Netflix was the only Netflix, and it had like 80% of shows. And now there's so many of them.
It's probably on the kids' ones, huh?
It's almost just cheaper to get cable again because you have to get nine different streaming services because every streaming service has 3 good shows and the rest are garbage. And to get all 13 of the good shows ever made, you have to get 7 different streaming services. So that's enough of my whining.
Let's see.
You ever watch The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy?
Yes. When I was like really, really young. That was a good one.
I remember my mom said a hard no on that show. That was a way no show on that one.
Really?
And my brother and I watched it one day anyway for like 5 minutes. And we got done and I was like, Josiah, we cannot tell mom and dad we watched the show. They're never going to know. And they said like idiot or something in the show. And of course, Josiah goes right upstairs and says, Mom, Jonah's an idiot. And my mom's like, oh my goodness, where did you learn that word? You've never said that word
TV.
before. And he went, oh, on TV. And it was like, no, why would you say that?
I just had a show. Oh, did you ever watch the Penguin Madagascar show?
Yeah.
That was a good one. Again, like spies. Spy penguins.
Yeah. It was more whimsical than spy oriented. Like that Codename Kids Next Door was like pretty seriously spy oriented.
Yeah.
And that one was more like, it was more of a gag than like a serious part of the show. Because like they're playing like flag football in an episode. I don't know. That's what I always thought.
Either way, both great shows.
And they had to change. I don't think the King Julian voice really threw me off. I didn't like the new one.
Maurice is so funny. Saying King Julian.
Do not touch the royal feet.
No, I'm saying Maurice saying King Julian in that high pitched voice.
King Julian. King Julian.
King
Julian. Touch your feet. Ah!
Here's a weird side note. You can cut this out if you want. Why is our grass growing so weirdly? Do you see this?
I was actually just wondering that. We're sitting outside, for those wondering what the heck we're talking about. We're sitting outside of our house. It's kind of like my beard. There's like one patch that grows way faster than the rest.
Well, it's a straight line. And I cut the grass last week or 2 weeks ago, and this was all cut down.
It's about a week and a half ago.
Week and a half ago. Why is there's like 2.5 feet of grass that's just growing really fast. And everything else is still pretty short, like growing normal speed.
My hypothesis would be that while the rest of the grass got water from the rain, this section got water from the rain and then the water that fell off the roof in addition to the water from the rain.
But it's 3 times the size. I don't think that's possible.
So what we need to do is pick a designated patch of grass and come out here every day and water only that patch and see. Although that won't work because what if it doesn't rain?
Well, that make your experiment work then, because if you're saying if one spot gets more rain than the rest, then you'll say that if there's no rain, that one spot would grow a lot faster. That's kind of what you're saying, right?
I think we're idiots, dude.
Yes. Should we get back talking about cartoons?
Oh boy.
Okay, next episode, I have an idea.
What do you got?
Cereal. We've had this argument. I think it doesn't have to be this episode, but I think we need to have one about cereal.
We already have the cereal one though.
Yeah, but we don't have it on a podcast. I feel like it's good.
The cereal one is infuriating because you like a bunch of crappy cereals.
What? No, I do not.
Like my favorite cereal is Gravel.
Isn't one of yours like just Cheerios?
It's so good. It's classic.
You're pulling in a straitjacket.
It's classic. Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, 2004 Cartoon Network. Never watched it. I watched like one.
Oh, I did see that. That was a good one. I was really young on that one.
I actually started watching the movie when I was really young.
They made a movie?
I think it was a movie. My hypothesis is that it was either a prequel to the show or it was a movie that then became a show after the movie was a success, because the movie was about him giving up his imaginary friend to the home.
Yeah.
And them meeting everyone. So it was either a prequel or the movie was the first thing and the cartoon came second. But I remember I watched like half of it one day and then I had to leave or something. So I never got to see the end of that movie. So I have no idea what happens.
Well, Jonah, you're a grown man. You can still watch it.
I can't find it anywhere.
I bet you I can find it.
Okay. Fair enough. I don't know if I want to watch it now, but
there it is. Okay.
Anyway. Ben 10, 2005 Cartoon Network.
Yep.
Never watched it.
Great show.
I remember there's one funny scene on Instagram where
I think I know what you're talking about. Is it the parody episode, like a parody scene?
No. Oh, was it a parody? During the baseball game?
Oh, okay. You may be thinking of two completely different things. Like Robot Chicken or something did a parody of it.
No, I was thinking of, I think that is the kid's name Ben, the main kid.
Yeah, it's Ben, and he's 10.
Oh, word. Well, he stands up at a baseball game and he goes, Camp Laszlo, 2005 Cartoon Network.
That sounds really familiar.
I'll look it up. I actually, pretty sure my parents said I couldn't watch it because it was so stupid, but I remember vaguely enjoying it.
We should have your mom on here and ask her, why wasn't Jonah allowed to watch these shows?
Just a confrontation. There's that cat you like. Hi, kitty.
Is it the one-eyed cat
Yeah.
with no vocal cords?
Yeah. I saw him earlier by my car. And I started.
He's laying in our yard.
I started my car and went around to see if he was like clear of the car before I left, and he was, so I left. He's cool.
Hang out. Okay.
Do you want to be on the podcast?
We have a stray cat that hangs around. I've been feeding him canned chicken. He's missing an eye, which I don't think he was born like that. And when he meows, it sounds like he has no vocal cords, or he has like, I don't know, they're just strained.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's a veteran hat.
Did you look up?
I'm sorry.
I'm leaving that in. You're getting fired over that one. Did you look up Camp Laszlo?
I was, but then you distracted me. Oh, that's such a good show.
I think there was a whole genre of shows that really dove into the main character is an idiot, and either his boss or his father figure is a jerk. And regular show dug into that. SpongeBob kind of started that trend with Squidward, where you have an idiot and a jerk, and that's most of the show. It is an idiot annoying a jerk.
Did you ever play the Cartoon Network games? Like, did you go on CartoonNetwork.com and play their games?
Yeah, there was this Diner Dash game with Chowder, and that was my favorite one as a kid.
Well, the reason why I said, I found a list of good ones. My gym partner's a monkey.
Yeah, that was actually the next one on my list. I never watched that show.
That's such a good show.
I don't think it lasted very long.
I don't know, but that had a good game. What about Flapjack?
I definitely wasn't allowed to watch that.
What?
The Life and Times of Juniper Lee, 2005.
I don't know that one.
Oh, you're not going to know this one, but I loved this one. Oh, I got a really good one. I'm going to skip a couple of these. The original Star Wars The Clone Wars 2D cartoon.
I know what that is.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. Didn't watch. I've seen clips of it.
Dude, it was like not the new Star Wars The Clone Wars.
Earlier 2000s, the cartoon
Dude, it was
ones.
So good.
Yeah, I'd be like channel surfing, see that come on, instantly skip. But.
So one of those episodes we rented for a birthday party I had when I was like 10, I think. And at the end, they gave you a sample of the game, the original Star Wars Battlefront 2. It gave you like a trial mission. It was Utapau. And it gave you a freaking blaster, and it's like, go shoot droids. Because we watched it on the Xbox. And to this day, that's probably my top 3 video games ever. And you have no idea what I'm talking about.
No.
That's all right.
Fanboy and Chum Chum.
I didn't have any interest in that. That always looked so stupid to me. Any show where underwear is a main part of the humor, I'm not going to think is funny.
They were super, like Captain Underpants. Like, I love the comments. Never watched the show, but that was kind of his get up. I don't know. It's just a lot of it is just brain rot. Something we just watched.
It got worse though, because I feel like there was some intelligent, maybe not a lot,
well,
a little in SpongeBob.
Well, like Fanboy and Chum Chum. Let's see. I want to see when that came out, because that was pretty early.
That That had to be late 2000s.
I feel like early.
I'm saying 2007.
Fanboy and Chum Chum. Wow, I am wrong.
Yeah.
2009.
Yeah, it's...
Oh, I hit the mic. You might want to do an edit.
That's right.
Okay.
Okay. I got it. This one's a banger. Are you ready for this one?
Yes.
Jimmy Neutron.
I was just about to say Jimmy Neutron.
Jimmy
Love
Neutron.
that show.
I got the list. You can't be list skipping, man.
I am. I'm on Google. Fish hooks.
Hold on. We got to
sorry.
talk about Jimmy Neutron.
Sorry.
I never liked that show.
Oh, great show. But
And I think that was a later one. That was like probably 2009, 2010.
Yeah, you're right.
I think I watched one episode of that and was like, this is stupid. Any cartoon that Disney Channel came out with after Phineas and Ferb was ruined for me by how good Phineas and Ferb was. Phineas and Ferb really was an amazing cartoon. Like, to this day, I see this thing and it's like, you see a green rake and it's like a rake and then they put a little foot door on it and it's like, Perry the rake.
I love that so much.
Dude, that... Jimmy Neutron, dude, did you watch that a lot?
Yes, I was a big fan. I absolutely lost my mind when the Jimmy Neutron and Fairy Odd Parents movie came out.
The Power Hour.
Their collab.
I don't think I heard of it and I wanted to watch it, and every time
it's so good.
My parents were not having it with Fairy Odd Parents.
It's so good. Johnny Test.
I don't think I ever watched that one.
This one. Early 2000s too.
Oh yeah, I thought
the talking dog.
I didn't like that one.
Okay.
What is it with every show after Family Guy had to have a talking animal in it?
Who did it first?
Family Guy.
Yeah, wait, no, man. I had to think how old Family Guy was.
Because The Simpsons, the Family Guy was, I don't want to say a blatant ripoff, but there was a lot of similarities. But The Simpsons had a dog that was just a dog. And then Family Guy kind of got the trend. And then there was the Alien and American Dad. And then there was like, now every show.
And the fish.
Malloy and Brickleberry, like every freaking show. Okay, I don't want to talk about Brickleberry very much. That's a horrible show.
Yeah.
But do you ever watch, how much Family Guy have you watched?
I watched it growing up. Like, I don't watch it anymore, but I watched it from like starting at age 5, 6. If not younger. I don't know. It was just on, and then watched it growing up and then through high school.
I remember 7 or 8 years ago, I watched Brickleberry, and every episode I was like, this is a ripoff of Family Guy. Family Guy did this exact thing. Like, yeah, go ahead.
You want to know a show that's really dumb?
Huh?
Invader Zim.
I never watched it.
Came out in 2001. Terrible show.
Danny Phantom.
Love Danny Phantom.
Chalk Zone. I've never even heard of that.
Never heard of that.
Nickelodeon.
Did you ever say Billy and Mandy?
Wasn't allowed. I already mentioned that one.
That's
You're list skipping, bro.
That's what I just asked. I asked if you already listed it, guy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I thought you said if you ever heard of it.
No, have you listed
You can't.
it?
You're skipping the list.
I don't have the list.
You're throwing off the system. Let me read down the list.
No. You have ones, I have ones.
My Life is a Teenage Robot. Never watched it. Cat Dog. Never watched it.
Cat Dog was a good one.
Rocket Power. Never watched it. As Told by Ginger. Never
You're
watched
just
it.
skipping.
I've never even heard of these, dude. El Tigre. Never watched it. Mighty Bee. Never watched it. Cat Scratch. Oh, Back of the Barnyard. That was a good freaking show.
Yes.
That was a good one.
Great movie.
It was a good movie. The voice ruined all the voices in it. There was not, or maybe 2 or 3 of the voices were the same as in the movie. Like, I watched the movie, then I watched the show, then I watched the movie again, and I was like, now the show's unwatchable because of how different the characters are in the movie than in the show, and how different the voices are. Tag and the Power of Juju, never watched it. Yeah, I don't have to tell you, my parents weren't having that. Wayside, never even heard of it. Kim Possible is before my time.
I watched Kim Possible. Arthur was a good one.
Yeah, that was one of the best shows ever made.
Wait, what about Hey Arnold? Or was it just Arnold?
Didn't watch it.
That was a good one.
Lilo and Stitch.
Lilo and Stitch. Oh, was that a show?
Yeah, they made it into a show. They did that with Lilo and Stitch, The Emperor's New School.
That was a good one.
They did it with the Timon and Pumbaa. They had a show. Buzz Lightyear's Darkman had a show.
Really?
Pretty sure.
I'm getting bit by something.
I know, there's so many flies.
Ooh, Little Bill.
That was a good one. That was more like a kid's cartoon.
Oh yeah, like I watched it very, very young.
We're basically at the end of this. I've literally never heard of Brandy and Mr. Whiskers, Dave the Barbarian. That's way old Disney Channel.
I've never heard of those.
The Replacements? What the heck is The Replacements?
I'll look it up.
The Weekenders? Fillmore? I've never heard of any of these. Team Supremo? Lloyd in Space? Batman Beyond? Static Shock, dude. That is such a good show. If we can find that, we got to watch that one.
Static Shock.
Static Shock. It's a superhero show. And he's got like, I don't remember very much about it, but I remember he had.
Oh, this show sucked.
What? Static Shock?
Yeah.
Dude, I always thought it was good. And it went off, like, right when I started watching it, it went off the air when they killed Toon Disney.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan. I've seen a few episodes of this growing up. I wasn't a fan.
Dang it, I always liked that one.
I'm surprised how many of these you and me agree on.
I know, we actually have pretty similar taste in early cartoons.
But everything else, no.
No, nothing else.
I'm surprised how well our friendship works. We're polar opposites, besides certain views. Like our big views on things, we agree on. But all these little stuff, polar opposites.
But I think it's better that way. Because if you and I liked the same kind of music, that would give us nothing to talk about.
Nothing to argue about.
Like, I don't know. I guess that's nothing to argue about.
We live to argue with each other.
Pretty much. Yeah, I don't know. What do we got else for shows? That was my list. I didn't know like the last 30. Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. That was one of my favorites as a kid.
Did you ever watch Sweet Life on Deck?
Yeah.
That was a good one.
Yeah, my parents didn't like that one, but I think it was one where they didn't like it, but they didn't ban me from it.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty much all shows. I think they just didn't like TV. My mom would always watch Turner Classic Movies, which was like movies, I don't know if they were in the 40s, like 40, 50, 60s, black and white. Like, I don't even know any off the top of my head. They're like no color movies, just all black and white. Like right after the era of silent films.
Yeah.
And then my dad would usually, if he wasn't doing sports, if he wasn't watching sports, he was doing.
Why did you just say it like that?
Because I'd cracked.
Oh.
He would watch westerns.
I watched a lot of I watched a lot of Ranger Rick.
What's that?
So if I remember the name right, I think it's Ranger Rick. It's a black and white old like western show, like the 70s, if not 60s.
Ranger Rick.
I think it's Ranger Rick.
That's weird.
Or is it Lone Ranger?
Oh, it was Lone Ranger.
Lone Ranger.
Because that I remember. Because my mom liked that. My mom
it was Lone Ranger.
Loved the Andy Griffith Show. I've seen several episodes. It actually grew on me as I got older. Don Knotts is such a ridiculous actor.
I'm gonna look it up. Ranger Rick TV show.
I'm flipping a Yui here. That's my Don Knotts. You can't flip a Yui here. I'm flipping a Yui here.
Okay, I definitely didn't watch Ranger Rick. It's apparently a talking raccoon. That's not what I was thinking of.
That's Nickelodeon, I bet.
I don't know.
Didn't Cartoon Network die? Isn't that gone now?
I'm not gonna say yes or no because I don't know. I'm gonna look it up.
Hey Siri. Here's our next guest, everybody. Siri. Did Cartoon Network shut down? She didn't answer me.
Is Nickelodeon still around? Yes, Nickelodeon is still around as the #1 entertainment brand for kids.
It's because of SpongeBob. SpongeBob has been carrying that channel for 26 years.
Let's see. What is...
Bro, you don't have to see. What other show has been on as long as it?
We're going to see, guy.
No, I'm not challenging you. I'm saying what other show has been around as long as SpongeBob?
Okay,
what other show gets 20 seasons? Family Guy? The Simpsons? I think those are 3 of the longest.
Okay, so it's in range. So it's not...
It's not giving me a number 1.
Down? It's not giving me a number 1. It's saying so their best ones are in order are the Avatar, The Last Airbender, SpongeBob SquarePants, Drake and Josh, and
That's
Rugrats.
By rating? That's by rating?
No, I said I typed in what is Nickelodeon's best show. It says there's no single best Nickelodeon show as it depends on personal preference. But Avatar: The Last Airbender, SpongeBob SquarePants, Drake and Josh, and Rugrats are considerably ranked among the most popular and critical acclaimed. Avatar is praised for its deep, strong storytelling. SpongeBob is basically is comedy for kids. Drake and Josh,
Probably their best acclaimed live action show.
goes for teens. I think it's probably just more for teens.
Probably older kids.
And then Rugrats because it's stuff for infants. So it hits kind of all.
Get out of here, I'm so sick of these flies, dude. Cartoon Network's website has officially shut down as of. Oh, their website. I didn't know that. Oh, the television channel remains operational. I didn't know that. August 2024, the website shut down. The closure is part of a strategic shift by Warner Bros. Discovery to focus on streaming services like Max. I did not know that. I thought this channel shut down. But they haven't had a relevant show. I don't know when the last one was. Regular show? Like that era is all I remember.
Well, they probably still have ones that's now considered irrelevant. We're just
relevant
old.
To people that have Cartoon Network.
Yeah, like we don't watch that anything. We're not of that generation. Like that's what 3 generations behind us now.
2,
3.
Yeah, I guess 26 and 1 or 2.
Yeah,
because like if your average viewer's 10, probably
2 at least.
1.5. I don't know. That's a good point. Nothing's ever gonna. SpongeBob now is rot. It's terrible.
I can't remember the last time I watched a SpongeBob, like a new SpongeBob episode. It's been years.
It's horrible, man. I think the most recent one I watched was Atlantis SquarePantis.
What?
And it was
Did you just say
Atlantis SquarePantis. They go to Atlantis, and it's a musical, and it's terrible.
Ew.
It's terrible. Dude, that show died so hard.
The only thing that I thought you could say could somewhat, not even a musical, just music in that show, was when Squidward's enemy, the other clarinet player, Squilliam, when they were like competing, and Squidward finally got to go to like, he got to play at a halftime show for like a Raiders game or something.
Well, they had songs like the fun song, the campfire song.
That was a good song.
Ripped Pants.
Gooby Goober.
Tying the shoe, doing the sponge.
F is for friends.
Like, yeah, that's the FUN song.
Oh.
Like, they had good songs on the show without making it a musical, and then they made it a musical, and it was horrible. I don't know. That show, I don't know what happened. I could probably do research and find out if I wasn't so lazy and ignorant, but...
Yeah, but what's the point of looking up? You're just wasting your own time. It's not being lazy or ignorant. What do you benefit?
That's fair. It just feels like it was after the movie because it was like either 3 seasons and then the movie or 4 and then the movie.
Have you seen the most recent movie?
No
where
way.
they become superheroes?
Never.
So I have a nephew named Ben. He's part of that little generation, like one back behind us, I think. Yeah, one back. He was in an era where see the movie, so I was with him and we watched it. It's so bad. Like the first one's pretty good. I think that's because that's from our generation. But I think they're on the third one. That one was terrible, where they became like superheroes and they're fighting this pirate, but the pirate ended up being like a cook.
I wish you could see what I'm seeing right now.
What was he pulling?
That was like a baby, like a bike. Okay. So the visual Nick and I just got, a man, probably mid-30s, early 40s, was riding on an electric scooter. And the scooter had attached to it a trailer, like a bike trailer for a baby. And he was pulling it. He was wearing a very reflective jacket. And behind him was his daughter with
the reflective
vest riding an electric scooter. We were promised flying cars, and this is what we got.
What year was that when they said, I think it was 2015, where Back to the Future said, we'll have flying cars, all VR.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
We're seeing how that's going. That reminds me, I need to download some songs on Spotify while I'm thinking about it. Oh.
What else? How was your day?
My day was good. How was yours?
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. We talked about that.
We did. Thank God it's Friday.
The thing I like about my job is that I get to kind of spend a little more time getting to know people and chatting with people.
Yeah.
And I really, really like that.
Hmm.
It really fits me because that's something I'm trying to do better as a person. Because anybody can go punch an order in a store and say you need this many, but not everyone can get along with people who are difficult to get along with.
Yeah.
And that's a skill I'd like to be good at. And it's taken a lot of pushing and a lot of challenge, but I think I'm improving at it. And I really like that part of my job.
One thing that I figured out that Yumi were both wrong about. When Yumi first met, we thought I was super like social and outgoing, and you seemed a lot very shy. It's polar opposite. I'm very antisocial. As I get older, I realize I'm very antisocial. You are very social. Maybe because it's music, but I don't know. But you are naturally very social, and as I get older, I get more and more antisocial.
I think music helped because kind of my start to quote selling to people was when Ryan and I would go to different bars and just try to find the manager or the owner and say, hey, can we play here?
Mm-hmm.
And that's where it started. It came from a point of me really wanting something and me trying to build relationships with people to get it. And it didn't come from me having to do it because that's what my job required. But then I did start doing that in my work when I was doing that with Pepsi. And it was hard at first because it was so out of my comfort zone. But now that I've worked to build relationships with different people in the community, I've gotten better at it and I enjoy it more. But I agree with you. I think I used to be more antisocial than I am now. But I do have a battery and it dies sometimes. Sometimes I'm like, leave me alone.
That's a better way to put it. Mine just dies a lot faster, or
Sure.
it's mainly if I think it's once I get to know you.
Yeah.
I'm very antisocial unless I really get to know you. Then I don't get antisocial. Then my battery doesn't drain.
I think
Well, it does. It takes a very long time too, but
I think that both of us are better in very small groups. Like if we have 2 people over to the house and there's 4 of us, that's a good mix.
even then, it's kind of a bit.
Yeah.
We did that not too long ago. That was all right.
Yeah, but like a small group is different than like going to a party with a bunch of people I don't know. I don't like that. But a store is different because I probably know some of the people there. I probably know some of the other vendors. I probably know some of the managers. I probably know some of the merchandisers. So it's different because if I know a few people somewhere, then we're all good. But if I don't know anybody, I don't want to be there very long.
Yeah. I think that's kind of where it's at because I don't know a lot of people. It's also the point of me being antisocial.
Yeah.
Like, you're my best friend, and then got, I don't know, 3 other people I actually consider, like, friends. And
Sure.
We hardly ever talk.
I think I've been peeking this the whole. I'm sorry. I think we've been peeking this the whole time.
What do you mean?
I have us up a little too loud. That's all right. Editing podcasts is something I thought I would find a lot more entertainment in.
Do you hate it?
I don't hate it, but it's very tedious. I for the first time the other day, usually what I do is as soon as we're done, I just sit there and do it and get it over with. And the other day I waited a solid 4 or 5 days to do it. And my phone was updating or something, so I had nothing to do anyway. And I did it. And I was like, man, I have no interest in doing this. I really don't want to do this right now. And I just did it to be done with it. But yeah, it's kind of a pain in the neck. Because what I do is I mark either the measure I'm at or the time I'm at.
Yeah.
And a lot of them I'll write, like this one earlier, one of us said a bad word. So I wrote the bad word. So I'm going to go for it, find it, edit that out. It's easy. But a few of these I just wrote the time. So I have to go listen to it. And there was 1 or 2 the other day that when Ezra and I did it, that I listened to and I was like, I'm not even going to edit that out. That's fair. So it's just, I don't know. I still haven't, that one comes out tomorrow and I need to listen to the last 30 minutes and make sure I didn't miss anything incriminating.
All right.
That happened last week, dude. I posted a really bad word.
You immediately take it down. I remember.
And I had to take it down like 3 days after. So if you heard that, I'm really sorry.
I'm not.
It was a really bad word. It's 2 really bad words, actually.
I wasn't in it, so I hope you heard it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Let's debate.
Okay. What do you got? Here, let's let ChatGPT.
I was like, you're not gonna like this, but I'll say let's debate cereal.
We're gonna let ChatGPT
All right.
give us 5 choices of topics that my roommate and I can debate on my podcast right now.
Oh, now I'm just a roommate.
You're like a roommate to me. Okay, we're gonna agree on that.
You're like the roommate I
We're gonna
never
agree
wanted.
on that. We're gonna agree on that. Fast food chains. I don't even care, dude. You could say
We
anything.
agree on like fast food and such.
Okay, so best fast food burger. Think about it for a second. Don't say it. Okay,
Like,
5.
Best one I ever had.
Best one in town.
Oh, dude, that's easy.
Wendy's?
Let's say Roadhouse.
I'm thinking like fast food, like a
That is
chain.
fast food. Oh, okay.
Chain.
Oh, Five Guys.
Oh, that's fair. I do like Five Guys. The best one I ever had was In-N-Out.
And I grew up around In-N-Out, so I got it like out of my system. I thought it was so good, and I just think it's mediocre now.
That's crazy. I've had it one time, and I had to work for it.
Jack in the Box, especially where one I grew up next to, was so good.
I didn't think it was great food, but I really appreciate when we played in Seattle. When we were leaving to drive back to Montana overnight, we went to Jack in the Box at 1 a.m, and I got a French toast, or maybe not a French. I thought it was a French toast sausage breakfast sandwich. Man, that was a good freaking sandwich. I appreciate that. Anyone that has a French toast breakfast sandwich, that's like the pinnacle of breakfast food to me.
Yeah, I used to like I probably did like once or twice a week because we lived right next to it.
Uh-huh.
I mean, my brothers all played sports, so we were in pretty good shape. So we got to eat out. If we wanted fast food, once we paid for it, we got to eat as much as we want. I'd always get it was number 7. It was the ultimate bacon cheeseburger.
Uh-huh.
I got that with curly fries and a large Coke. You had to get it with the Coke for some reason, and it was just so good. And their ranch is so good. I would drink their ranch. Like
Wow.
not saying I did, but hypothetically, like I would drink their ranch.
That's not good.
It's that good though.
It can't be that good.
It's that.
Actually, oh, don't give me that look. Howard's is that good. Okay, here's. So you say the best fast food one here, other than Five Guys. What do you think?
I can't remember what's Smash Burgers.
Here, a chain in town.
Smash? No, it's not called Smash Burgers. What's it called? Who has Smash Burgers?
Street Burgers?
Street Burgers.
It's not a chain.
It's not a chain.
No.
Okay.
Chain fast food we
So
have in
you're
town.
talking about like McDonald's, Taco Bell,
Yeah.
Burger King.
Best
I
burger.
can tell you the worst one, Burger King.
I think you might be right on that one.
Oh, Wendy's.
Is the best?
Fast food chain? Yeah, I'm not thinking of anything else.
Yeah, I agree with that. Dude, I am going to say, I used to be a lifeguard on base, and they used to have a Burger King out there until the Popeyes and Subway at the BX just killed any chance of that succeeding.
Yeah.
There was a Burger King on base. In the summer I was a lifeguard, you could get 2 extra long cheeseburgers for $5. That was my lunch so many days.
Dude, I can't stand Burger King. Like I'll go there every once in a while. I was like, might as well give it another shot. I don't know what I think. I order a Whopper. I get quarter to halfway through the Whopper. And I was like, this is disgusting. The fries aren't even good. The best French fries, fast food chain, McDonald's, hands down.
I think their fries are so overrated.
They're crispy. They're super salty. Like they make your blood spike. Like the amount of salt they put on. It's so good.
They're always so bland when I get them.
Really? Have you ever asked for a fresh batch? Just to make them mad?
I'm not that kind of person.
I've done it once, and the mean mugs I got.
I've worked in food service long enough that there's some unspoken rules I'd refuse to break, even if the service is terrible. I just can't say anything because I've been there, and I know they probably don't care about their jobs. So it's like the more I protest, the worse they're gonna make this for me. So I might as well just accept whatever they give me.
Yeah. Did I ever tell you about the time? I'm sure I did. Where I bought 500 chicken nuggets from McDonald's
500?
on my life.
Just you?
No, so it was me and my own best friend. We were in high school. He came into some money.
What should we do? Oh, I know.
We were bored. He This how much money like he had some good money steadily coming in. And like he blew a lot of like he bought 3 houses, like some like and
What
covered
the
himself
heck was he
tattoos.
doing?
It's also something I'll tell you off the air.
Oh.
Um nothing bad.
Oh,
I
okay.
guarantee you wouldn't guess it.
Okay.
But anyways, we were hanging out one day and go, I'm hungry. He goes, me too. We both were just ate whatever was around. We were always eating. Anyways, we said we should go get chicken nuggets from McDonald's. Like, how many? Like, we're thinking like 20, 30. And we don't know who said it. And one of us said 500. They go, seriously? I was like, yeah, bet. So, I gotta say this right now. He paid for 98% of it. It came out to $135. He had 100.
I got 5 on it, bro.
I did, swear to God. He had 130, and he only need $5 more. I'm like, oh, I guess I'll pay. And I poured $5 out just to be mean.
Good grief.
We saw that you could see into like the kitchen in the back area, and there's a group of them staring at the monitor. This place was empty. Completely empty. They're looking at the monitor, looking at us, looking at the monitor, looking at us, and one of them yells, y'all having a party? We're like, no. Then why y'all need so many? We're just hungry. And they were so
How
mad.
long did it take to make?
I don't remember, but
did it take a while?
I think so. They sent the smallest girl to send it out. They put them all in bags for us. And this girl that was maybe like 4'9", 5 foot, 105 pounds, carrying these 2 giant bags. It looks like it were gonna break her arms. We had 5 of us finishing it, tried to eat it. We only got to like 140 chicken nuggets.
Wow.
We ended up putting them all in the freezer, and like a week later, my mom saw all of them.
Threw them away.
Threw them away because she's like,
No.
I don't remember buying these, and tossed them.
Well, thank you for joining me, Nick. I didn't even see my thing's at 1%, so we got to wrap it up. Enjoy the music, everybody. Have a great week. We'll see you next time. Goodbye.
God bless.